you're new to my channel, welcome. My friends call me Jelly. I use the ketogenic journey to lose, and low carb first, then ketogenic, to lose over 277 pounds. My lowest was 157. My highest was 434. Then I got back to 213 due to getting the C word in January. Got back down to the 170s, like 178. Then got it again in July. Got stuck now for months at 183.4. Okay, so we are trying to heal my body so I can get back down to the 160s at least, because I'm very, very, very happy in that area. So in this video, during my cooking part, I tell you, I'm going to have this crazy chat, a realization I have about something. The video was way too long, so it is not in that video. It will be in tomorrow's video. So it's not in this video, it'll be in tomorrow's video. Also at the end of the video, I'm going to warn you, so I'm warning you again now, but I warn you multiple times. I give you time to turn it off because I'm going to discuss Hocus Pocus 2, and I don't want to make people mad if they haven't seen it. I just was so upset that I just wanted to discuss it. Anyways, let's see how this lemon stuff that I make in this video comes out. All right, let's see. Remember, whether it's a fail or not, I always show you. All right, y'all, I'm getting a lot of comments because I say the statement, and that being said, and then I giggle and say, oh no, I know one of y'all hate that. I try not to say it. And y'all like, say whatever you want in your video. Let me tell you one thing. Ready? One thing. I made that statement because it makes me think of this amazing woman who's made the comment that that does drive her crazy. She's okay with the okay thing, but that part drives her crazy when people say that. She's been watching me since the beginning. I absolutely adore her. Two pieces. So when I made that statement, and it's more like an inside joke between me and her type deal, like, it makes me think of her. And not in a bad way. In a, oh my gosh, I just drove her crazy and I didn't mean to way. So it was not a negative statement. It wasn't that someone's trying to control what I'm saying. She wasn't at all. She was just, because I was apologizing for saying okay all the time. And she's like, well, that doesn't bother me, but blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't a bad thing, y'all. I promise. I promise. She is one of the most sweetest women you would ever meet. She's been, like I said, watching me almost since the very beginning, and so it was not a negative thing. And when I say it and I catch it, it's kind of just, you know. Anyways, I have my babies here. Let me show y'all. 2 more days, thank God, because these things are nasty and we pulled them off and washes them constantly or baby wipe them, but they keep getting food stuck in it. So 2 more days. And they can leave here, but they want to be in bed with mommy. They just want to be with mommy. First thing we need to do is melt a block of unsalted butter. Real butter, like Irish butter. Some kind of real plain butter with just cream, pasteurized cream, and no salt. Because Kerrygold's gotten expensive. Here to buy a block by itself is almost $5. So I have to drive all the way to Costco, and then it's still $15 for 4. I'm also going to be needing some cream cheese, Philadelphia, full fat. Let's see. I thought I had everything more convenient this time around, and I guess I moved stuff around again. Alright, hold on. Let me pull out the rest of the ingredients. This is going to take a while anyways right here. One thing before I forget to tell you, I got a little worried that it's too much, so I poured 1 scoop out. It's sitting to the side in case we need it. So right now we're going with 2 scoops to start with, and we'll see if we need more. And just, it seems like a lot, but it might not once the butter's in there. Alright, so the ghee at the bottom is a very golden brown. However, I've discovered the texture I prefer, it needs to get almost black, and it will not mess up the flavor. as long as you don't put those little burn pieces in it. And we're going to make sure we have a little strainer thingy that will hold 90% of them out. Every time I've done this so far, it tastes so amazing with the texture it gives it. The ones that I pull out beforehand, it's more like almost like a caramelized butter, but not as caramelized. Like the texture changes drastically, and I honestly don't even know why. It just does, and you wouldn't think it would. It's just butter, right? You think once it's brown, it would be the same texture as actually getting these things almost black. So, and yes, I continue to stir at this point because this is where you normally would take it out. This is probably where Wendy takes it out because you see how brown that is. But like I said, I want to turn those almost black, but not completely burn the butter. And this is where I notice as long as I keep stirring, I get the texture I want to. When I let sit here, burn, walk away, the texture is not the same. It's weird. I've done this multiple times. 3 times in a video for y'all. But I've done it out of videos and made my daughter and them some. And it's worked beautifully every time. Now, I've never tried the strainer part. I usually just pour and make sure not to pour 90% of that in there. But we're gonna try it with a strainer thingy. And some of these pieces will be smaller than probably this, but we'll see. We're getting there. It's really, really fast. So this is why you gotta stir so you can see it, or at least do that so you can keep an eye on it, because this part happens so fast. Like, it'll be like this forever, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it's way burned. I might have turned it down too low. See all the nice, beautiful bubbles. And of course, it's not smoking, so it's like the perfect brown right this minute. It's starting to get darker. Just a little longer. It's getting there. Like, it's drastically in the last 2 minutes changed colors. Now it's way, way darker. I think we are there. Give it a good stir. Yep, some of it's starting to turn black. I'm going to go with this because I don't want to make it overdone. I want it just perfect. Try one more time. I don't know if y'all can tell how dark it is. A few more seconds. Now, can I strain it? Can I do it? Okay. Oh yeah, see? You got a lot of it right there. All right. First, let's go ahead and use this. Hopefully this cream cheese will melt. It should. Whoops, we didn't turn. No. Yep. There we go. Gotta get that eye off. And yes, I want my cream cheese to melt. I want it to just give it a cream texture. So if you don't have cream cheese, you could use some heavy cream. I would just let it cool off a little before you go throwing heavy cream in it. Some of the pieces did get through, but that is okay. That is so lemony, y'all. So good. Okay. The extracts are normally very strong and not that sweet, so we're going to start with a teaspoon. It is very salty still. That is the only problem with this. If you don't like salt. The longer I go not eating keto chow every day, the saltier it tastes to me. But when I'm eating it all the time, I can't taste all the salt. So yes, I understand when you say, oh, it's too salty for me. Yeah, it is for me if I stay away from it. Okay. Okay. Definitely not the texture I'm looking for. I probably should have stuck to 1 scoop of keto chow. I'm so glad I pulled the other one out. We're going to go in the lemonade drops. 1 teaspoon. We're going to go with 2. And try to mix this in. Okay, let's see. All right, I kind of don't have a choice here. Hold on, let me grab it. I feel like I don't have a choice. I have to use it. Let me find it. We are going to use 1 tablespoon of allulose monk fruit. I was trying to find my erythritol monk fruit up in there, but I can't find it. That might be too much. Let me see. All right, we're going to go with half a tablespoon. I am just not tasting the lemon like I want to. I'm just tasting so much salt, and that is my taste buds. Okay, this is probably has nothing to do with y'all. So I did put another teaspoon of extract. And I hope this will freeze up right. Because right now the texture is not going to turn out like I want. I can already tell that. And if I put eggs in there, I could bake it as a cake, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, this could totally come out as a cake. Like, I could put 1 more scoop in there of the keto chow and throw it with some eggs and make a cake. That's the texture we have, which is weird to me. Because I've done this with other keto chows and it was not this weird cookie texture. Maybe it's the cream cheese that did it. I don't know. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if this works. This just, I don't think it's gonna work. I'm really about to say this is a fail and put it back in and put eggs with it and bake it. But we'll see. We're gonna just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. You're gonna have to keep stirring too. We won't know until morning if it was a fail. And yes, even if it's a fail, you're still watching this because mad kitchen. Mad kitchen. It's okay if we have fails. I don't even know if y'all can still see me. I'm trying to get them as even as possible. All right. We're going with just this, okay? Just this one right here. And I guess I'm going to make a big space in the freezer just for this little bit. Y'all, I don't know, to be honest. This is weird. Okay, so now what? We have this leftover that I think is foul, so I didn't want to use it all. And I should be in bed, seriously. Maybe one day my sleep will be fixed. Maybe. Well, keto chow's expensive. We do not waste keto chow. No, no, no. Okay, I might need more, but we're going to start with 3 eggs. Going in with the 4th egg. Okay, let's check the flavor. I'm going to give a nice squirt of lemonade. Okay, now we're going to use it to cook with. But not tonight. I was going to make a little cake thingy with it, but I am thinking it would be better made as pancakes, I think. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. All right, I'm going to pour it in here. We'll see. We'll see. So I know a lot of people who make these videos, like, I mean, Wendy makes it on the go in her head and then just cooks it and it comes out great and stuff. But I know a lot of people that do this off cam, so they get it right and they seem more professional and not so, oops, here's some boo-boos. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's just do raw footage. Raw footage of my boo-boos. Okay. Let's see, how much will this fill up? I think I should have picked a smaller container. Now this one made the perfect pancakes. I'm not gonna lie, they would make perfect little lemon pancakes. Because it's very, other than all the butter, it's very similar to things I've done before. The only thing I wish I had done just now is add my pound cake extract in here, but I didn't. Let me get everything out of the oven. The bacon I cooked, you know, I gotta throw that away in a second. All right. $3.25. Bake. Probably about 20 minutes or so because there's not a whole lot there. And yes, I know if Wendy sees this, she's freaking out because there was some bacon gold, but I don't like the bacon gold. It's way too salty for me. And I have so much bacon grease, I don't need to save anymore. So, we'll be back. Okay, in case it bubbles, this time I have a plastic one and a way bigger bowl. We are going to be using very small molds for this one, just because they came in and they're smaller than I thought they would be, but I want to play with them, right? They're brand new, so let's just do this. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put some of the ingredients in here. We're going to use the lemon meringue keto chow. So we're making lemon ones. I've been craving lemon, y'all. It's one of my favorite stuff in the world. It's lemon and white chocolate. We're going to do 2 full scoops or 2 bags. Actually, you know what? Since we're using a whole block, let's go ahead and do 3. Alright, let me lower the temperature before this gets crazy. I'm going to go ahead and let this soften some. We probably will have to melt it down. I have never done this before. This is a new flying from the seat of my pants recipe again. I will be putting this in after I put the butter in. So we'll be coming back to all of this. Let me go ahead and get this measured out though. So I already used 1/4 of the block. I think I want to use half a block. And the butter will completely melt this down. Now, if you want it more of a tarty flavor, you're going to want to use some like erythritol, allulose, monk fruit, some kind of sweetener. And I would use about 1/4 cup more. However, I'm not going to be doing that. They do not settle on my stomach the best. So, we're going to use something else. I can get back in the cabinet and pull the other thing. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I got so much in this cabinet, y'all. I'm going to have to redo it again. Alright. Don't come at me. Do not come at me. Use whatever sweetener you might want in this. So don't come at me. This is mine. This is mine, and this is about my stomach. Now, this has sweetener in it, so I'm not going to need a lot. But I am going to put in some sweet and low. Why, you ask? Because it's the only thing that doesn't hurt my stomach. Okay, I have no stomach cramps, no nausea, nothing. I've been using it since I was a little girl. So, I think we just need 3 packs. It's not even a lot, see? We didn't even get into a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and mix that all together. It's just because this is so salty. I just want to kill down some of the salt flavor. Just burning the crap out of me. Keeps popping on me. So now this is going to take about, it takes me about 20 minutes to do this part. And hopefully I haven't used too much keto chow. But I've used so much butter and half a thing of cream cheese, which, like I said, that butter is really going to melt. Alright, so we will come back. And yes, it is 1 a.m. You know how I roll here. We'll come back when this is ready to be poured in here. I was not expecting this. I cooked it for about 20 minutes. I don't know if I cooked it long enough. It is, of course, sinking. They always sink on me. That's cooked enough. They drop very fast because I didn't put anything in it to keep it risen. I just use simple ingredients. So, yeah, you're watching it deflate. Literally watching it deflate. Like I said, simple ingredients. I think that could have been cooked longer. Let me see. No, it's clean all the way through. Okay, this is what we got. I'm not even going to wait for it to cool down because it's not like a cake or anything. I would have needed different ingredients to poof it up some more. Yeah, I could have cooked it longer, but that's okay. I love the outside texture. Okay, so if you ever made a bundt cake, you know to put it in a cold oven. Do not warm that oven up if you are making a true bundt cake. You want the yummy, crispy outside layer. That is the trick to bundt cakes. I always forget that, doing all this keto stuff, but I used to be a baker. Many years ago. I was a cake decorator and baker, and that was the trick. You always put bundt cakes in the oven cold. Don't heat it. This is gonna be great for breakfast, y'all. I'm having some breakfast because I'm gonna probably put it in the air fryer and I'll cook it up a tiny bit more. Not a foul. Also not something I would make again because it would taste better with icing. But I'm not big into eating icing anymore. Which is weird. Because before keto, I was a girl who could eat a tub of icing all by itself. And now, even though I love making keto icing, I love the taste of it, I have no desire to eat it any longer. I usually only eat it on Thanksgiving in a tiny amount. Okay, see, flat. And I'm ready for bed, so I don't care. I don't care if it's hot or not. We're just gonna wrap it up, stick it in the fridge. I'll give it a few minutes to cool down some. If I leave it here, the cats will eat it, which won't be good. Y'all, I think we need to have a conversation. I'm gonna go sit and have this conversation with y'all. One I didn't think I was ever gonna have. Right after, so we're gonna go sit in there and have this conversation, but don't worry, I will put the bars results from the freezer in first, so hold on. Right, it is the next day, so we're gonna see if these came out. It's a little messy, isn't this thing I'm noticing? All the pieces I didn't get off. I don't usually use baby molds this tiny. And yes, I know there's tinier ones because I have some for making homemade gummy bears that I never made. Oh, these are ugly. Let's see if we can make them prettier. Okay, this has got to be washed. Let's just clean these edges up as best as possible. We don't want ugly pictures. We'll just eat this one. Okay. I'm kind of scared to taste it. It smells a little lemony. I don't think I can get the focus today. It's kind of blurry. There we go. You can see the keto chow in it. I'm not gonna lie, I won't be making these ones again because it's too salty. But that could be just because I haven't eaten keto chow in a long time. And when you first start eating it, it's very salty. Now maybe if I had used just less keto chow, like 1 scoop only, and put it in a big one to blend it better. I'm trying to think what candy to compare the texture to. It's not caramel. Not like a toffee texture either. Not like one of those grainy bars as well. So I will eat them. I don't want to throw them away. I'll eat them very slowly. Like I said, they are salty. Not my favorite. The chocolate toffee is still my favorite. So, let me try one more. It needs a less salty taste, which I can't do anything about. And more lemon. So, I wish that I have never seen a lemon skinny syrup, because that would have worked perfect. 1 scoop of keto chow and about 4 tablespoons of lemon skinny syrup. And I forgot I had real lemon juice I could have used. Not horrible. And the second one's less salty, so it might just not been mixed good enough. The only time I think it's a foul, if I can't stand it at all and could not eat it. I can eat these. Why make it again? Not this way, probably the way I just said. But they're not a fail. And I know there are a lot of y'all that will probably love it. And be like, what are you talking about, girl? I'm just picky about texture. And I really like the chocolate toffee taste and texture. It is perfect. It is nice and hard, more crispy. This is more soft like butter. I don't think I burned it long enough. Yeah, even though I burned it, literally burned it. Everything was black when I poured it out. It still didn't have, there's no burnt taste, because you take the burnt ghee and you don't add it in, and it won't have the burnt toast taste at all, no matter how much you overcook that butter. I've done it so many times that I know this. Okay, I'm going to take my picture. I got up early today. Was looking for Wendy and Harry's video. This is day 2 of me missing their video. Yes, I watched their fun video. But hopefully everything went well with her test. So, let me take my little thumbnail picture. It's 4 a.m. Dino is playing games, so I'm on kitty duty. They started to fight, so we came into the bedroom. And yeah, this one little girl here gets surgery next, but she's being a good girl, so she's in here. Then we have Bear right here. Freya, yep, there's Freya right there. So all the girls are in the room tonight. Okay, if you have not seen Hocus Pocus 2, go ahead and turn off the video. Oh, wait a second, because I'm going to not necessarily give spoilers, but I am going to give spoilers about if I liked it or not, and why I didn't like it, or why I liked it. So, turn it off. If not, don't blame me. I'm waiting. Just for a second. Make sure you all heard that. Okay, here we go. Has anyone seen Hocus Pocus 2? Do you feel the way I do? I am so angry. I have waited 29 years for it. 29 years. 29 years for Hocus Pocus 2. Okay? I love the first one. I watched the first one over 10 to 20 times the first year, and I've watched it every year since for Halloween. I have watched it over 40 times. I can tell you the personality, their wardrobes, what they say, everything, their makeup, everything. Everything. What the heck? And their storyline, right? Who they are, what they're doing. So can someone please explain to me, one, Jessica barely talks. Okay? Little Miss Slutty Sanderson's sister. She's not slutty. She should have came right up and started flirting with the first man she met. Because that's who she is. Okay? She should have been spinning around and bouncing the whole time. She should have used a different... She barely taught y'all. She said like 5 words the whole entire friggin' movie. And what the hell's wrong with her eyebrows? They made her look so friggin' old. Alright? They should have just let her dress up like she does normally with her makeup. Lesser makeup would have made her look younger than what the heck they did to her. And what the heck, like I said, those black eyebrows, that was not in the first video. She had movies, she had normal eyebrows. And here they had these horrible black ones that ran into black eyeshadow that she didn't wear in the first one either. It was all one connection. One connection. She had no personality. She wasn't very slutty. She didn't spin around. She wasn't hyper. She just seemed like a stiff, dead skeleton. Like she didn't want to be there and she was being forced to be there. Nowhere did I see joy about her wanting to do this movie. Now the other Sanderson sister, I totally get. She lost tons and tons of weight. So she had to really like... I don't know. Every movie I saw before, she was more bubbly when she weighed more, and probably because, you know, when you weigh a lot, we're made to, like, be a clown, right? Because everyone thinks fat people are bubbly and clown-like. But she's lost a lot of weight, and her personality's changed over the years, and you can see. So, but she talked a lot, okay? She had lines, but her personality was not as dumb as she was in the original one. They made her too smart in this one, okay? She was more naive and dumb in the first one. The other one was very, very slutty and talkative and giggly, and that didn't happen. And Bet was just Bet, okay? Bette Miller, I can't even talk. Anyways, whatever she plays in, I love. She is born to be an actress from the time she was younger to now. Like, she has not lost her ability to act in any way, shape, or form. I wish they had used different music. And what the heck? They're not supposed to be all loving. They're supposed to be little... They were evil to each other in the first one, if you really look at it. Like, if they had the original personality, she wouldn't have cared that she lost her sisters, okay? She wouldn't be kind. Oh. Like, what? They made people feel sad for the evil witches. And then they brought in a good witch. Okay, I like witch movies. I don't mind going to witches' walks because that's what I'm doing with my daughter because it's just silly, not real. But this one, they made you feel sorry for the witches. And my daughter literally said everyone gets what they deserve after treating them like they did when they were younger. And then, you know, then we have other witches there, right? Witches should be scary. So no one wants to be witches. Like, this is literally making people... Like, I don't know. I don't understand Disney. Disney's been weird lately. But it sucked. I could have wrote a better version. I have wrote one in my head all these years, 29 years waiting, so I had a better version. They better not do this to me with Beetlejuice. That's all I gotta say, because there's a Beetlejuice 2 coming, and they better not F that one up too. because that is another one. Don't remake movies if you're going to mess it up. Seriously, because this was horrible. I could have dealt with the storyline a little more if they didn't mess with the personality so badly and didn't mess up her makeup so badly. I could have dealt with a bunch of the other stuff if they didn't, like, they didn't get anything right. Nothing except Bette. She's the only one that was right. Does anyone else feel the same way? I watched it all because my daughter was here. Otherwise, I would have turned it off and just left the room. It was horrible. I did not like it. And I know everyone has different tastes because I absolutely love Thor Thunder. It was more like Guardian of the Galaxy comedy type deal, and I needed it to be that way. If you haven't seen it, I won't even mention why. I needed it to be that way, or otherwise I would have been a bubbling mess. We'll just put it that way. So I actually really liked it, and I know a lot of people did not like it. So everyone has different tastes. You might absolutely love Hocus Pocus, but when you've been watching the original and you watched it over 40 times, this is a letdown. Just gonna say it. A letdown. Okay, so I am having tons of heartburn. That's why I'm in bed. All I've eaten was the ice cream. You're seeing this the next day because this is at night on the 3rd. So I had to come lay in bed because of the heartburn. I guess everything gives me heartburn. I thought it was the bacon, and the other day I had the protein ice cream, no heartburn at all until I ate bacon, then I got heartburn. So I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna have to, maybe it's just the stupid ibuprofen, right? Because it rips people's stomach apart, and I am taking it every single day, so maybe that's it. I just feel like ever since I got the C word in July, I am living with horrifying heartburn every single day. And it's even making me throw up a lot. I can't sleep at night because of it. And I have to sleep completely. This is like 100% sitting up. And this I have to sleep. And that's why my head's shaking so much. And yes, I do put some wraps around my head to try to hold it in place. But it's why I'm not getting sleep. It's why I'm a little miserable. But I'm hoping it will go away soon. I've been living with it since then. And that's one reason I can't do beef and eggs and blah blah blah, because other than the price, I tend to get a lot of heartburn when I eat too much of it. I really, like, that's why I only ate the ice cream today, because I didn't want heartburn. And then I still got it anyways. I don't know what I can eat, because I hate the taste of chicken. Hate it. Hate it. It has not come back. The only, like, even the canned chicken, I hate the taste of canned chicken. Ever since January, I hate chicken, and chicken was my favorite thing in the whole world. I could eat chicken every single day, and now I can't stand it. Not even grilled and smoked. I just hate it. It's a horrible taste. Even that canned chicken, it was a horrible taste, and I used to love it to death. I don't know. Like, I was able to eat that canned chicken before getting it in July again, but after that, now it tastes horrifying to me. And I don't know how to fix my taste. So, anyways, I'm going to shut up now and go back to relaxing, but there was a comment. Also, oh, I'll put it in another part of the video.